That should then give us the go live button here, will it? Oh, no, this is not Tuesday. Right, so we're live.
It's not Tuesday.
Hang on a minute, but they can't see us. There we go. Right. Oh, I don't want them to see us. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. That'll do it. Bond is actually there. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Where is James Bond? He's hiding. He's been to the beach. It is too hot for Brosnan. He is within reach.
Oh, hi.
Here is James Bond. There goes James Bond. Down goes James Bond. Up goes James Bond.
Talking of which, actually, I've got a question about social media for you.
Stop
What are you
laughing
laughing at?
Bing dong ding bang dong bang dong bang. Oh, it sounded like I was doing a voice there. I wasn't doing a voice. Sorry, that was just me singing. That was just the vibe. It was just the vibe. It was not. I have to stress to the ladles and jelly spoons. Here we come. Here's our faces. Have to stress. I was not doing a voice. Voices are not my thing.
The voice was your own.
Very sharp. So I've turned down the treble. Let's see what happens. Good evening. Welcome. This is the late night alternative. It's a Friday night. First 45 minutes, I thought I was wearing You see that? I went like that because I thought I was wearing headphones over my head. And I went to take them off. Wasn't there? You may not have even noticed it. Such
That's
a
like
slick.
when you amputate and you still want to scratch your foot.
Yeah. I lost this hand in Nam, and it still feels like it's there. You wouldn't have even noticed. I went like that. It looked like I was doing nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, where did it land? I just landed on a chair.
Nice. That was smooth. That.
No product in my hair today.
If you hadn't have checked.
No product in my hair
It would have
today.
been smoother.
Looks like Christopher Lee's wig. That's what it looks like. Welcome to the show. You're all clean shaven. When was the last time you watched Lance? Dear God, it's great to have you back on board. Amy
was
Lou.
he talking about me?
Amy Lou, Paul Twist. I love the name. Is Twist your last name, Paul? Because I love that. That's a strong
I've got
last.
a mate called Twisty.
But are any of his names Twist?
Yeah.
Criv.
His surname is Twist, like Paul.
Carl. Dennis Law. Dennis Law's an actor, right?
No, a footballer.
Who's the actor? Dennis Wise.
Dennis Law was a footballer.
Who is the actor? I'm going Law.
Jude Law.
Dennis Lawson, I'm thinking of, ladies and gentlemen. I am thinking of none other. And let's get him up big. We need to see this guy. I'm thinking of none other.
Now he is Ewan McGregor's uncle.
Is he?
Yes.
We don't need that. We've done the world of tanks. Thank you, everyone that joined us in the world of tanks. That is Dennis Lawson. Roger's here. Carl. And honestly, my eyes are so... I was reading today in front of people. And anyway, Susie Potts, Mitch Mulder.
Why are you doing that voice now?
I'm not doing the voice. Gary Caird, Granion, Empire's Memory, Gilly, Spidey Marvellous 87, Jackie Hopkins. Some of you may be new, some of you may be old. We just don't know because a lot of your names have changed from the Twitch days. I'm going to flag up next week's. It's a slightly different schedule because it's summer holidays, but the schedule will probably go out tomorrow because I'm going to. The free stuff is going to be on Twitch next week. The free stuff will be on Twitch. By the way, if you're a £20 and above patron, are you going to be joining us next week? Is it Thursday we're doing
I believe so.
We're having a little Zoom meeting for the £20 and above. You coming? Well, you're not a patron. Get over there, because in 43 minutes, we go behind a paywall and you can only see the show through to 11 o'clock if you go to patreon.com/Iain and Catherine and sign up for the 666 plus VAT level.
And let me tell you something, behind the paywall is where it all goes off. Especially on a Friday
night. New podcast from me this week, another door into summer for the £20 and above. The full audio of this will go up at some point, possibly tonight, possibly tomorrow, I don't know. But for the 666, that's where you're going to be. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go behind a paywall at 8:45, guys.
You're going to put a timer up?
No, because I don't have a 45-minute timer. I only have a 30-minute.
Okay.
Only have a 30-minute timer. Amy Allington is here. Amy, I got a great email from you today. Wow.
Nice.
Come here, guys. That time is incorrect.
Ignore that time.
That timer is incorrect. Wowzers. Welcome to the show. Come look at these eyes. These are the eyes of a man that has just been crying randomly.
Right.
Let's just check him. What are your vital statistics? That's an old one, Empires. Wow. Just been crying. I am so not well. I'm going to cry tonight. That's okay. I am so not well. I walked out of college last week. Last day of the year. I finished my first year yesterday. And boy, oh boy, did it end on a season-ending cliffhanger.
So you weren't all signing each other's shirts and like...
No, we were walking off silently and not speaking to each other. Oh. It kicked off. Or maybe you did. Maybe the email didn't come from you, Allington. Maybe it came from the company. But let's just say a few dates have been fine. The ticket arrived. It was a real season finale cliffhanger. It all kicked off. And I can't. Here's the thing. It happened in a private moment, in group process, right? Which is a very sacred thing, and I can't talk about what happened in group process. I did say I thought group process was bollocks and that it was mean and that it was borderline bullying at times. I don't know if we're anyone training to be a counsellor, but I do think it's bollocks. I think it's navel-gazing bollocks. It suffice to say I went to the toilet in the next break and sobbed for 15 minutes.
Oh, shit.
But, and it was partly because of what happened. It was because of what happened, but also there's something going on with me. And I don't know what it is. I think I do know what it is. I left an AA meeting. Okay, let's go. So, right, I was in an AA meeting online on Wednesday, and the doorbell rang, and I said, I have to go. Doorbell rang. And it was an electricity man to come and give me, what do they call it? A sensible monitor.
A smart meter.
Smart meter.
A sensible monitor.
For my electricity and my gas, right? Now, it's about just over 6 foot up on the wall in the thing. Catherine could reach it easily.
You reckon?
You could reach that easily.
I've got short arms.
Catherine could reach it easily, right? There's a tumble dryer and a washing machine behind it, but you can reach it. Guy came and he said, you've got to move those out. I said, I can't. He said, can't do it. I said, ladder? He said, no ladder.
What you told me was remarkable was his lack of a monkey's.
He didn't say sorry. And
he didn't seem bothered.
And I was very polite. And here's the thing. As soon as he said I can't do it, I just thought, that's the way it's got. That's the way it's rolling for me at the moment. I'm taking it. And here's the thing, right? He was 5 foot tall. He was 5 foot tall. So I then go, he leaves. Can't do it. He goes. He looks at the gas meter, which is outside, and it was a little bit overgrown. Can't do it. And I was thinking, if you'd have done the electricity meter, I would have chopped those down. It would have taken 10 minutes.
Billy Hayes in the chat suggesting you actually dodged a bullet there.
Yep.
Smart meter messes with my Wi-Fi massive.
Okay,
if
thank you
didn't
for that.
need it, if you didn't get it done, don't.
Thank you. I could have taken it. So he went, right, and I And so I went back into the AA meeting and I shared what had just, and I was raging, right? But I knew the rage was illogical because it's not his fault, right? And it's not his fault. So I'm in the AA meeting. I'm also in the chat with Bulb going, I want to make a complaint that you sent someone round that was not up to the job, literally. And Bulb said, we do not accept your complaint. Because, and here's the thing that made me sit back and think, we do not discriminate. Now, okay. Okay. I don't discriminate, and I kind of got it. And also I knew that my fury, it was directed at this guy, although I was very, very polite to him, and the company, but I knew that it wasn't. I knew there was something else going on. By the way, who put 3 thumbs down? Smash those like buttons, because it counts on the free bit. So then I went back in the AA meeting and I shared what had happened. I said, I'm raging. And this is why. And I said, but I know it's not because of that. I know it's not that guy's fault. There's something else going on for me at the moment. And then a couple of people in the meeting went, I don't want to cross-share, but...
What does cross-share mean, just for people?
Cross-share is like, if you say something about your mum, and cross-sharing is I go, Catherine, what I think you should do with your mum is... That's cross-sharing. You could use it as a point of reference. Oh, it's interesting you mention your mum, because I've got a thing going on with my mum, and you can use it, but you can't... You can't. So 2 people went, I don't want to cross-share, but... And they told me I was wrong. And so right at the end of the meeting, I just typed in the Zoom, I'm off, bye. Raging. One of them phoned up. They're both friends of mine, these people that said it, right? And they're both good people, and I know that. And then one of them phoned up and said, I just want to check that we're cool. And I said, no, we're not. And I was able to say to him, what you said was inappropriate in the context of a meeting, and also I took it as a personal attack. And we had a really good chat. And it was kind of cool. And then he said...
Oh, God, why?
Then he said, how's everything else going? And I just burst into tears.
That's never a great sign, is it?
No, I burst into tears and I said, it's going really badly. Really badly. And so that was carrying over into yesterday's college. And I was embarrassed going in because I'd walked out the week before. I was embarrassed. I wasn't ashamed or anything. I was embarrassed. So I went in and I threw myself in. And then this incident happened and it exploded. And I really wanted to say to everyone, by the way, this is a great season finale, but I was the least popular person in that room, let's say. So then I came home and I spent 3 hours playing the electric guitar. And I haven't played the electric guitar since I was 17. I've got a lovely casino Epiphone, which I've never really played. And at 3 hours, tiny little practice amp, 3 hours. And I learned Wig in a Box from Hedwig. And I was just playing that in a loop for 2 hours. Then I was playing Road to Nowhere in a loop for an hour, right? And then I had my counselling session today and I was raging in this. And I'm really afraid. That's what it is. Oh, I'm going to cry. I'm all over the place. I'm all right, but I'm so all over the place. Yeah. I'm so all over the place. I'm terrified of this. You're not the show of the money. I'm terrified of not having any work. I'm terrified because at this precise moment in my life, I don't want to be a counsellor. I don't want to do it. And so that terrifies me because counselling is my plan B. My plan B. I've got to be careful. My boys are coming around in a little bit. You might see my boys if you're on the paywall and they come in at that time. You might see my boys. So I'm terrified at the moment, and that came up in the therapy. I'm scared, and there is no light at the end of the tunnel.
Do you think that the fact that after a year and a half of the weirdness that we've experienced,
part of it, yeah.
Now we're expected to go back to normal all of a sudden, and none of us know which part of the information is true.
As part of it. That's definitely the backdrop. That's not it.
It's not helping, right?
That is the what do you call it? The wash on the back of the painting.
Yeah.
So that's the drone in the background that's going on to go from audio to visual. But I'm personally very, very scared. And because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so... oh, God, I'm so lost at the moment in terms of career and the future and stuff. And so, I don't want to be a counsellor. I just had my bill for the second year, and I'm going to do it. And, there is the part of me goes, oh, fuck it, I'm not going to do it. But I have to do it because if I leave, it's 2 more terms and then I'm done, and 100 hours. But if I leave now, I know that in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, I go, oh,
could it be that the course isn't it, right? Could it be that, I know you've spoken to someone who's actually gone through it and they said, do what you need to do while you're on the course and then remember that it's up to you from then on.
She did also say, fuck 'em, sweetie.
She did say that,
Fuck 'em, sweetie.
She did say that. Could that help?
I don't know what the thing
that
is.
knowledge that, say what they want you to say while you're on the course. Say I got through school. Say what they want you to say to get through the classes and then...
I'll get through it.
And then you know what you want to do, right?
It's 2 more terms. It's like 24 more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it. But I am terrified. And then there's like others. It's like my kids, like my eldest boy's last day at his school, and he's moving to another school. And here's all right. And I'm going to shut up in a bit because I would like to hear from this young lady. What does it say? Catherine. That's what it says on the thing. This young lady here, is tonight's winner. She won the competition to come and co-host the show.
This is the prize.
Hey, by the way, you know when Mr. Bodell's here?
Yeah.
Fancy doing a 3-way? The show, I mean.
Again.
We could have him sat there. Do you remember we had Simon just sat in the background for a whole show and some people didn't notice?
Some people did and thought he was a ghost.
I sent a video of my boys singing in a choir at school, and because of COVID, I hadn't seen any of it, and I was just looking at it. I didn't recognise him. I just thought, I don't know who you are, because I don't really see enough of them. And he's growing up, and he's a little bit distant, and that's cool, because that's what happens to 11-year-old boys and girls. They grow a little bit distant and don't really see him. So, I am nuts at the moment. I am so nuts.
No.
I'm worrying that my bipolar meds are the things that are making me have vertigo. So I had all this yesterday going on, and every time someone said something mean to me, I had to turn and look at them, and it'd be like, whoa.
You should have barfed on them. That would have sorted it.
So that's where I am. And then today I went to a physical AA meeting. So I left this AA meeting, and we're all part of a WhatsApp group, and I left it. And I said, I'm leaving because I'm leaning on this meeting too much. Quite often it was the only meeting I would do a week.
Right.
And it's every day, so I might do 2 or 3, but it was the only meeting. And I said, I'm relying on this meeting too much. I didn't say this, but I need to get off my ass. So I left the WhatsApp group, and then I went to a physical meeting for the first time in months. And it was great. I was very welcomed. I think someone I know goes to that meeting but wasn't there today. And so one of the things I need to do is I need to start hitting physical meetings again. And that started today, goddammit. And I'm going to see my sister at the weekend, and I might see there's some meetings going on there. So that's my check-in.
Oh.
I get a little, I've been scored. What's this? A question that's been bugging me for ages.
Oh.
John has sent us a question that has been bugging him for ages. 0203 286 6370. What would chairs look like if our knees were on the back?
Oh, yeah. I had a teacher that asked me that once on a time.
Let me turn this down.
They would have like 2 little nicks in, wouldn't they?
Stevie's?
No, but they'd like...
Do you get it?
They'd like it, yes. They'd be
she
like
didn't get gin and bear it earlier.
I did, but...
We were doing those slogans.
See the point. You know, when you go to a garden centre and they've got loads of hilarious signs that you can put up in your conservatory, like wine o'clock or man cave or live, love, laugh.
My favourite one is...
Who are these people?
That's my favourite one.
Yeah. Iain wants gin and bear.
I don't want it. We were coming...
He said this is his actual words. I've got a good one. Gin and bear it. And I said, what, with a picture of... And he went, no, like putting up with it.
We were playing a game where... Oh...
It's not a game, man. It's...
We were playing a game where we were coming up with them. Ignore that. That's not 8 minutes. You've got 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So, okay. So now check in, Dennis Lawson. Dennis Nielsen.
Me?
Harry Nielsen.
You want me to check in? Okay, where am I
Harry and the Hendersons.
Where am I at? Tell you what, having, and this is like luxury problems, but whose idea was it for me to get 2 kittens when I've got quite a big cat? Who is, it turns out, furious. I thought that she was offish, aloof, independent, laid back, didn't really give a stuff about us. Turns out we belong to her.
Yep.
This is her house.
Yep.
I don't know who you guys are, but you stink.
Yep.
And I want you to leave. And if you do not leave soon, I'm going to swear at you again. She waits until they're asleep. They're in a little pen because I've got like a
playpen.
Yeah, like a playpen with a lid on. Thank God.
Are playpens for children? Is that a breach of kids' human rights? 0203 286 6370.
I think when I had babies, they were frowned upon. Playpens.
Wow.
But they were standard for us, weren't they?
Yeah.
That's how your mum got the ironing done.
Rains are coming back in.
Well...
Who's this? Someone left a voice message.
I've seen kids on leashes, like attached to backpacks.
Sorry, I'm just setting up the equipment. Yeah, they're back
But I
in.
always thought, hold my hand. That's the lesson to be learned. Hold my hand. Anyway, so yeah, babies, the kittens are in a playpen with a lid on top. And when the cat goes out, which she does spend a lot of time mooching around the garden and patrolling the local neighbourhood, when she goes out, I let them out. It's like having an affair, right? Soon as the regular cat's back's turned, I can get the fun ones out. And then as soon as I hear the pitter-patter of quite heavy feet on the decking, they're back in the box.
Can I just say, welcome to all of the racists that have found us. It took them a week.
Well, they're not very clever, are they?
It took them a week. Welcome. Our phone number is on the screen. 0203 286.
Slower for them. Slower.
0203 286 6370. Here they come. Look at that. We've been here for a week, guys. We missed you. We missed you. Mods, block as you see fit. And we can do the same with the phone calls. Hello?
Hello.
What's my name?
Iain Lee.
What's her name?
Catherine.
What's her last name?
Is it Jenkins?
What would you... Mods, you get in there. You block those pieces of trash. Yes, how can we help you?
I just want to talk about the demographic decline of the British people.
No, thank you.
Off you pop then with your boring friends.
Here they come. Here they come now singing.
Is the suggestion that they're the incline? Because I'm for the decline.
Here's the thing. The ginger aid, D, English scion. You don't represent me. You don't represent my country. You're not English. You're a shit stain on this country. Tiny minority. Thick, stupid, dumb. Never read a book. You've just watched documentaries on YouTube. You think phoning up this is getting your message across. You think it's winding us up. It's doing none of those things. It's just showing you. It's just showing you and us how thick you are. Call up. You get cut off. Stream us on your little racist channel. Thank you. That all counts as views to us. Do whatever you need to do, but you do not represent me, and you do not represent the good people of this chat, and you do not represent the majority of people in this country. How are you? So we talked about the cats.
Yeah. So how am I? Right. So I'm in a similar position with the kids growing up, and obviously. The end of term is coming, changes of schools are coming. My eldest wants to dye her hair.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it?
I've booked her in for her first proper haircut next week when I get mine done. And no, she doesn't want anything outrageous, but they're not allowed to have anything like that while she's at school.
Any self-expression at school. No. I like it.
But they've got the school the end of year party on Tuesday. And so I've said she can do one of these wash in, wash out things on Tuesday afternoon. Yeah. And let's just hope it doesn't dye her face.
Yeah.
I'll make it look good. She wants like a red wash.
I love dyeing my hair. By the way, we don't accept withheld numbers, so you can stop. Click live, because some of you are a little bit behind. Click the live button. I love a good wash.
Yeah.
What was it with old people with like blue rinses and
well,
stuff?
now they're very fashionable.
It's a strange thing for the elderly to have to dye their hair like that.
Well, because white was never seen as being as luxurious.
Just be careful what you say. You know who our audience is.
A luxurious a hair colour as it obviously is. And we're still a society that is worried about ageing and looking old. But actually, you can look old and beautiful, as many people have proven. Yeah. Many people have proven.
0203 286 6370. It's the late night alternative. You can phone in about anything. We don't accept withheld numbers. At 8:45, we go behind a paywall. We'll even accept racist money. And we reserve the right to cut you off, which we will do, and pass your numbers on to the police. Here's one. Hello.
Hello, is that Iain?
No.
Hello, Iain and Catherine. It's lovely to see you.
Why are you doing that voice, mate? Why are you doing that voice?
Well, am I doing that voice? It's my voice.
No, it's not. That's nobody's voice. That voice does not occur in nature.
Catherine,
what was the radio station we used to work at?
Talk radio.
And where did I work at before that? Just name one other station.
LBC.
I'll take that. Go on.
I just wanted to ask you a question.
Oh.
A very interesting question.
You reckon?
What are your thoughts on Stormzy?
It's that prick. That's a guy that's tried to make that into a meme and failed miserably. Yeah. He phoned me up once, and he the most desperate. He wanted to be like Friends or something. It was the most desperate thing. But as Jimbo says, here comes the run-up. Yeah.
The run-up is the, little old lady voice. Come on.
There we go. Let's do that. But here's the thing.
Gary Garner's sack of shit or something. Iain Lee, don't be discriminating towards Yorkshire people. That was not a Yorkshire person. Come on.
He wasn't. Here's the thing.
That was me.
This is why I wanted to come to YouTube. This is why I wanted to come to you, do the show. We're going to flick between YouTube and Twitch. And this was why. Because I love talking to our regulars. I love it. Alistair and Gatford and Jimbo and Pete and everybody. And I know I've missed some names. Everybody. I love talking to you. And hopefully we'll get to speak tonight. But I miss the thick racists we used to get at Talk Radio. I mean, I can't put it any other way. I miss the thick racists we used to get at Talk Radio. I wonder if I've set the latency. I might not have set the latency as low as I would like it for this. And I apologise if that's the... I apologise if that's the case. I don't think I've set the latency to the right thing. So there might be a little gap between what you see and what you type in. I think you're going to last about 6 seconds.
Oh.
There we go. Couldn't hear what he was doing.
That was the sound of his brain.
Do I miss the Talk Radio callers too? What, the regulars? I don't miss Alan Caddick at all. Thought he was terrible. I remember being on holiday and listening to you doing the show, and Alan phoned in 3 nights and was first. And I remember thinking, he's never going to be first on our show ever again. It was the slowest start to a show.
But here's the thing. I think by the end, he just wanted to Bagsy his place, but he didn't know what to do with it when he got it.
No, he had to be first. Mm-hmm. And it was it was explained by his brother. Yeah. It was part of his autism. Yeah. Okay, that's cool, man. We respect that. But, hey, Andrea B has just given €1.49
Thank you,
in what I believe is called Super Chat. And she's posted a picture of a fat cat. I don't know if that's a comment.
That looks like Willow.
Today's society. It does look a bit like Willow.
Except just add a bit more fury.
It does look like... don't believe you missed them. Short shrift means otherwise. No. Please don't please. Okay, I'm lying. I'm on my stream and I'm lying.
How about this? Maybe we enjoy the short shrift.
I'm on my stream and I'm lying. You've got me, Libra Tad. You've got me. You're absolutely right. Steve says Alan and his brother making up and chatting online was lovely. We had grief from both of them.
That's the problem. It's a bit like when I get in the middle of a row between my children. They can be being awful to each other. The moment I step in, it's 2 against 1.
You're going to last about 6 seconds, caller. What do you got? 1, 2.
What do you think of Simple Minds?
What do you think of Simple Minds? That's more like it. How do, Alistair?
Sorry to hear that, you've been through a bit of a mare this week, Iain.
I have to say very quickly, hello to Dull Udden Cow. You are a new Patreon. Thank you. Damien, I believe your name is. I don't know if that's top secret, but thank you. Sorry, I'm just trying to turn my phone to silent because it's...
I wish you would. It's very loud.
It is really loud. I've got to keep an eye out because the boys will be here at some point soon. I'm avoiding talking about the thing that Alistair has just said because... Oops. I said it time. Thanks, man.
Is that 70s trim phone you got in there as well?
Thanks, man. You know.
It's tough, isn't it, at the moment?
It is tough. How are you doing?
Well, I did send the tweet that I've been thinking about your show in Luton, but I had to be honest with myself, really, and I thought, look, I just don't see myself going because, physically and mentally, I'm not confident enough, I don't think, to do it.
No.
I mean, I could have driven there. I've got a car, but it's just it's quite away from here, and
it's a long distance.
Being out with people,
Yeah, Alistair, you don't need to justify it. If your gut is saying no, listen to that. There'll be other shows, and you can be there. We can do something on Skype with you.
Yeah. But it was a shame. I mean, I would have loved to have obviously given you both a virtual hug again. But
here's the thing. I know people have bought tickets, and I suspect some of those people won't come because it'll get to the night and they'll go, no, I don't think so. And that's absolutely cool. And we are trying to make, Roger was another one who was a bit, I know the trains didn't work out in the end, but was a bit, Listen, if this works, we're going to do more. And I've set out the 4 criteria. We'll do more. We're probably not going to travel very far because we lose money if we travel. We break even. And I don't really enjoy the travelling aspect of it. So they will be within the sort of North London area. But there will be more. I respect your decision, Alice. I respect everyone's decision. And if people want to wear masks, absolutely fantastic. If people want to sit in their spot, fantastic. If we walk towards you and you don't want us to come any closer, give us 5. Hold up 5. And we'll go, whoa, okay. We want everyone to feel comfortable, and it's weird. Mm-hmm. I do think, can we get a link for the tickets in the chat? Because I think the last time I looked, there were only 3 tickets left. And I have to say, I do not think we're going to be streaming this show live.
I kind of don't want to.
No.
I kind of don't want to. You know why? Like, it's a thing. It's not really going to be... I think it's more of a gathering, more of a get-together, and I don't think...
It's not a phone-in show.
No.
It's not a phone-in show.
So, I can't... Selfishly, I just want to experience it.
Yeah.
Without thinking of what it will look like to a different level of audience, if you know what I mean.
We're going to record it, and if but I'm not going to... Because I'm going to ask the guy to record it. I'm just going to set up a thing. If it comes out okay, we're going to sell it as a cassette, 15 quid. But I'm not going to sit there and recording it because I hated that. I'm thinking maybe we have the Skype open and we can be interrupted to have calls, but it's not going to be a phone-in show. Mm-hmm. And unless something changes and someone persuades us otherwise, we're not going to stream it live. And I want it to be, it's 2 tickets left. Can we get the link in the chat, please? I want it to be for those people that are there.
That's exactly it. I want to do the show for the people that have come out.
Let me get the link. I'm asking
because I think it's it's going to feel strange for all of us, and I want to experience it with those people that are there. Do you know what I mean, Alistair? Just that one level.
Yeah.
I'll put the link in the chat.
I mean, that's a good thing. Just a little postscript to England's victory to get into the final.
Oh, yeah.
Is I was watching at home, and they got a youngish neighbour next door, and he'd obviously got back from the pub with his mates, and they were singing it all night.
Oh, what, by Lionel Richie? All night long, all night. I can't sing that.
And I was thinking, well, it's annoying, but then probably I don't think I was that noisy, but I used to be a bit of a bellend when I was drunk, so... what can I say?
Alistair. It was. Have you been to any physical meetings recently?
Oh no, I need to sort myself out. I've not been to any online or physical meetings for a couple of weeks. I've kind of fallen out with AA a bit in my mind.
Yeah, it happens.
So I need to kind of sort that out a little bit. But, I'll no doubt I shall be able to get back into it at some point.
It was nice. I haven't been to one for maybe, I want to say 3 months. And it was great. It was great. Loved it. Loved walking in. Didn't have to wear a mask in the room once you'd sat down. Still social distancing. We had to spray our chairs with disinfectant when we put them back up against the wall. And here's the thing. Right, it was reading from a book I'm not that familiar with. Is it Living Sober? Is that a book?
Oh, yes.
And it was one of those ones where you read a couple of paragraphs and everyone reads, and then they go, who would like to share? And I went, me. Do you know why? Because the reading was about anger and how often anger is a secondary feeling, and often the I don't know what you call it, the first feeling, the primary feeling, is fear. And that was in the reading, and I went. This is higher power. This is higher power stuff. It was good. It was good. And I'm going to commit to a minimum of 2 physical meetings a week. And I would like it to be 3 or 4. So, I'm going to commit to 2 physical meetings a week. And I'm going to a men's retreat next weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Just a day one. I've never done any of that stuff before. I've always avoided that stuff.
And what is that is that an AA thing?
It is just like a day of AA with men, and there'll be meditation and there'll be sharing, and I'm going to do some service. My sponsor said, do you want some service?
What that means is what? You collect the...
I will be handing out like the stickers with names on and stuff.
Cool.
Mr. Bodell, I've entered emergency proceedings. Welcome to the mod ship, Mr. Bodell. Doesn't have to be forever. You don't even have to do it if you don't want. I'm just thinking tonight, because we got a lot of the racists here. We got a lot of the racists are coming in here typing rude stuff how they don't like the people who are of color.
Or women. Or people that read books.
So Mr. Bodell, sir, you are a moderator, if you so wish. Doesn't have to be forever. Si, thank you for the £5. Thank you for the £5. And thank you, Alistair. It's nice to talk to you, man. And
Iain, at the retreat, will you be chanting making love in the afternoon?
I will be chanting that. I want to, here's the thing. I was so excited about coming on the stream tonight because I thought, I can play the new songs I've learnt on guitar. And of course we can't. We're not allowed to play the songs here. But yeah, I would love to play you Wig in a Box from Hedwig. Do you know the film Hedwig and the Angry Inch, or Hedwig and the Half?
I don't know.
Yep.
No,
is it half or angry?
Angry.
Because it's so good. I'm going to describe it right, and you're going to go, what? It's about a transsexual from East Germany who has an operation to change change gender, but they mess it up, and there's an inch of the penis is left. Right, that's the background to it. It's a rock musical. and she is a songwriter. She moves to America and becomes a songwriter and has her song stolen by this guy called Tommy Gnosis, who becomes like the biggest rock star in the world and through her songs. It is incredible. And I listened to The Wig in a Box all the way home. Actually, I listened to it all the way home from college, and I found cover versions of it. It's such a good film. It's such a good film. And I want to do a watch along on Amazon Prime on Twitch, but you've got to pay $3.99. It's not free on Amazon Prime, and I know some people might balk at it, and I would also cry. Graham says Hedwig is awesome. Sugar daddy. Oh, if you want some sugar daddy, pour some sugar in my bowl. It's great. Anyway, that's good. All right, Alistair, thank you.
All the best.
Tatty bye. Si, thank you for the super chat. 0203 286 6370. We go behind a paywall in 9 minutes 51. And boy, oh boy, we close the steel doors and we close them. And
you know what we're going to do? We're going to talk about how much Black Lives Matter.
Oh, I love
We're
Black
going to
Lives.
love the transsexuals and the transgender people.
I'm going to fly a European flag.
We are going to be liberal all over it, and there's nothing you can do about it.
You're powerless. You're powerless. You might get on and you might say, do you want to talk about the decreasing demographic of the white... but you might say that,
no.
But that's as far as you're going to get. What do you reckon? 5 seconds?
It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. How are you, Iain?
Thank you. A little bit long. He's excited.
Well, it's an exciting time, isn't it, for some people?
Rainbow flat. Matty says, I'm going to wear a mask and do gay things.
Oh, my God.
Bi things, some as big as your head. Rainbow flag. You can have the European flag made out of rainbows.
Oh, do you know what as well I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you how brilliant the new documentary about Peter Tatchell is. You know who he is, don't you, scumbags? A hero.
He's a gay man. He's the gay man.
I'll tell you all about it. It's on Netflix. And do you know who directed and produced it?
Oh, go on. Right, said Fred.
David Furnish and Elton John.
Hey, my friends.
There we go.
My friends. Yes, hey, if you could come, have we got the rainbow flag as emotes? Let's get that. Let's fill that whole screen with I don't know how do we do emotes, actually? That would be interesting.
Because they understand pictures better than words.
Show your support for Iain Lee. Create a poll. Custom emojis. I don't know if I have it. I've got to scroll all the way down.
There'll be a flag section.
You're joking. Travel activities. It should be under activities, surely.
It's begun. Look at the chat.
Yes, let's do it. Here we go. How'd you like them apples? Huh? How'd you like them apples? Isn't that beautiful? Thank you, guys. Someone did a bra and pants. You know what? We'll take that tonight as well.
Yeah, not saying who's wearing what.
0203 286 6370. No, I missed the thick racists from Talk Radio, and I really do.
I missed them for about 5 minutes, and then I remember how tedious they are. Because they usually have 1 or 2 lines, don't they?
I miss. Here's the thing: there are slightly more intelligent racists. They're still thick, but slightly more. And then you got the ones that are calling in tonight.
Yeah.
And I miss both of them. The slightly more intelligent ones, because actually I just like hearing their bullshit arguments and not really doing a lot and allowing them to tie themselves up in knots. The look at those flags. Thank you, guys.
Isn't it beautiful?
Thank you, guys. And I miss the thicker ones, the ones we got tonight. I just miss someone phoning up. I've got this. Oh, they've cut me off. Oh, they cut me off. I missed that.
Also,
thank you,
beautiful.
Caroline.
Sorry, hang on.
COVID.
Continue.
I have nothing to say.
When they think they're going to get cut off and they don't. Beautiful.
You're right, Percy.
No, I've got right. Do you have a choke on nothing?
Do you want some water?
Oh dear, do you ever have that? Now I'm all tickly in your throat.
Hello,
tickly.
Lux. What are you doing up there? Have you seen
She lives here.
She lives here. Biggest isn't in the boys' bedroom, is it? I cleaned it. Tidied up.
He's not logged in, is he? 5 cats. 5 cats in this house. Liam says 10 minutes till peace. 5 minutes and 35 seconds? No. Less than that because we've got a delay going on.
Everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. Bye, Jim Bob. Bye-bye, Jim Bob. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Jim Bob. Oh, Jim Bob's... Not that Jim Bob. Real Jim Bob's coming on the show at some point. Love it. Iain, you're looking hot this evening. Catherine, your blouse is gorgeous. Can you read the Lynn Perry book with the current voice? Yeah. Lynn Perry didn't have a voice like that, though.
No.
She was all sexy.
Whenever I get a cold, I do go quite Deirdre. And I do quite enjoy that. I quite like going a bit husky in the winter time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Blimey, just realised it's 8 cats between you, yeah? What's your problem?
Exactly. Perfect.
What's your goddamn problem? The mods are the best, Marie. Let's have a round of applause for the mods, by the way. Racist is 666 if you'd like to keep up. You'd be very, very welcome. So we are going to go behind the paywall in about 4 minutes. What does that mean? It means you can't see the show unless you are a £6.66 and above patron. And as you know, we have a different phone number when we go behind the paywall. The only way to get that phone number is to come with us behind the goddamn paywall. You can sign up now, patreon.com/Iain and Catherine. $6.66 plus VAT and above will get you behind the paywall. $4.99 gets you the podcast, best of podcasts. It's been a busy old week for the patrons. The £20. Are we going to see you next Thursday? We've sent you a link for a private Zoom meeting. Come and hang out with us for an hour. We'll chat about the show. If you've got any suggestions, we'll listen to them. And we quite often take them on board, and it will be a lot of phone number. And Dave is correct. It's £200 for the racist tier.
Yes.
£200. And then what we do is we put you in a row and you can just talk your bullshit that you want. I love the fact that the races are mixing and we're getting these wonderful different hues and different looks, and I think it's magnificent. I love it. I love that different ethnicities from the world are coming here to this country, and some of them are falling in love with each other and making love, and they're making beautiful babies. I love it.
Some of them aren't even making babies.
I love it. Some of them are not making babies because they're 2 gentlemen or 2 women. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. It's great, isn't it? It's absolutely great. Andrea says, I can't wait for the paywall when you...
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
They could be in the afternoon, Richard, but of course these people could be potentially from different parts of the world, so they're
time zones tricky.
Time zones. Mm-hmm. So it could be the afternoon for them, but it could be like the morning for us.
It's even more beautiful when they manage to meet.
Oh, I feel alive.
What are the racists going to do when we're gone? They're going to go and bother someone else.
They'll find another live stream.
They've got enough channels on this.
Here's the thing. I think they've gone now. They'll find. Well, here comes one. They'll find another live stream because there's loads. Yes.
Hello.
068. How may we help you?
I don't know. I got this number from somebody else. Like, who are you?
Doesn't matter.
What, are you Top Cat? Something like that.
Why would you reach for that straight away?
I don't know. I got a number and we're kind of trying to find out who you are.
Okay. Are you going to do a racist spiel or should we just get to that bit?
I'm not racist. I'm Irish. How can I be racist if I'm Irish?
Some people manage both.
Okay. Well,
we can't be.
So you just get given phone numbers by random people or someone you know and you dial it.
No, it's kind of
We're on
Unbelievable.
Telegram and we get numbers,
It's unbelievable,
you know?
Catherine.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It sounds
just like his accent.
So
Exactly.
what's
Sounds like
your
bollocks.
show about? What's your show about?
Oh, it's a show. You know it's a show, do you?
Well, I think it is. I mean, that's
Okay,
the
so you
impression
didn't
I
know who
got.
these. So your first thought when you phone up and you hear two people talking is, it's a show.
Who are
I
these
think
people?
It's a radio show or something
No.
like that. You know?
No.
That's incorrect
That's what I'm
data.
impressed. Or maybe it's a podcast or something like that, you know?
Okay.
I mean, that's a reasonable impression. I mean, I'm given this number. And,
Hang on a
you
second.
know,
Hang on a second. Just bump the accent back up again.
Starting to
It's
flag a
going
bit,
down. It's
yeah.
dropping.
The accent.
Yeah.
Who's being the racist now?
You, because that's not your voice. If you consider doing an Irish accent
That's not my
racist, which
voice.
some people do, not
No,
your voice.
wait a minute. That is my voice.
And
I'm not
we
hiding
hit
it.
the paywall now. We will see you, patrons. If you want to see the rest of the show, patreon.com/Iain and Catherine. Sign up for the 666 and above, and you too will have the link. Give us 2 minutes, because it's fiddly. All right?